Okay, recording started. Just confirm you understand you are being recorded, just so that it doesn't seem
Problem
like
at all.
I'm
No problem
trying to
recording.
trick you or anything.
Absolutely no
Okay,
problem.
so this is the point of this video now, is to demonstrate to Ward Campbell and Cesar later what we are trying to do with the chat with events. So we have built a tag manager account and the Google Analytics property, which is of Universal Analytics type. I have also created the GA4, but no events or any tracking done for it. If you choose to expand later on, we can produce this product as long as we figure out that the Universal Analytics stuff works. Now, the way I structure things, I put everything in a folder called VP, which is my initials, and everything has a prefix, whether variable, trigger, or tag. You may opt to remove these, that's not a problem. This is a dummy GTM account, and this is a dummy analytics, which is completely blank, and both of these are not tied to your actual website content. Okay? And no modifications have been done to this. Okay. So now, as this has not been published, I'm going to now publish it by hitting the submit and say test for events, because we are not certain base event testing with. Okay. So what we are doing right now is we are going to produce this thing from an empty container and try it out based on the input you provided. I want to confirm that you have updated the code, as we have discussed, to make events and event variables have CW prefix to them, because as I shall demonstrate right now, in the variables that I'm going to attempt to capture, again, this might not work from the first go, but I hope it will. I am following the structure that I have advised you to add. So to grab the label, to grab the category, and to grab the action, we are doing these. Now, chat with event as such is triggering the events. So all the events will trigger with this. If you will have additional events, we're going to have to add them, or just expand this to be a regex, and then we can separate them with this sign. I don't know what you call it. Like it looks like a column to me.
A pipe.
A pipe. Okay, here. Okay. So I mean, as a developer, you get this much better than I do. Come on. Okay. Now, this is the variables that are collected. This is the event that triggers it, and then we'll have tags. Two tags mainly. So this is your clients will most likely have these, so you don't have to deliver them these. They'll have basic page views where they track Google Analytics page views. And then the way Google Analytics works, universal one at least, you have a page view, and then on top of that, you can have additional events, which are tied to the same page view. And then those events can be different things, which can be set by different triggers. And then here, we set that event is sent with the category variable, action variable, label variable, and triggered by the chat with events, all of which I have defined before. Now, the Google Analytics settings in this are defined by your clients. So this is something that you should not give them. They should use their own tag, which is going to be the same as the one they use for the page views, so that they target the proper property and use all the same stuff. I am just using the basic setup, which is containing anonymized IP set to true, because this is for GDPR and other purposes, and also only basic, so no e-commerce or anything. But even if they do that, it's not going to affect the way data is sent, so you don't need to worry. Now, for us to be able to try this on, we are going to go to the website and we're going to try this injector plugin that I have going on, and hopefully it's going to work. Let's give it a go. I'm going to have to stop it here. I may have given it some false data now with this injection, but let's do this. So, and then I give them this one, and then I press start. And now when I get here, okay, now we're gonna watch real time here, and hopefully it's going to work. Haha. Okay, we now have a visit to the page. Okay, very nice.
Right.
So, although you haven't changed the code on your site, I am faking like there is Google Tag Manager on your website. As you can see, and
Okay.
the analytics I've just built is there. Yours isn't going to be touched. We're going to send data to mine, so you can't
Mhm.
feel this as a poor thing or an effect that's problematic for you. Okay, now I need guidance. How do I interact with this form to trigger the data layer events?
I think it makes more sense if I test it from my codes, from our code base, doesn't it?
Um, well, we just need to try it from the user end. If you can just advise what they need to do here to force it, that's it.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what. Sorry, I don't know because you're injecting it in a way that.
Well, all I need to
Um,
do is to trigger an event. That's it. How can I trigger an
okay,
event that will fire to the data layer of the page?
I don't know. You tell me. I have no idea. I don't know. You can trigger an event by registering there. You by putting in a phone number and putting in some text in enter name. But I mean, this doesn't have Google Tag Manager that I know of.
You mean your setup here will only fire Google Analytics events. It will not give anything to the data layer.
I think this uses GTag. I think GTag JS. I think. I mean, we don't use. I mean, I
Can you
repeat,
give me
we.
a test form that will use GTM? I can't build a website for you.
No, but I
I
mean,
need
I
somewhere
mean,
to test it.
what we need to test, right? I think.
Wait, hang on a minute. Let
Is
me pause the recording.
okay.
Okay, I'm
Does that make
unpausing the
sense?
recording and let's
Okay.
proceed from here. So I'm going to ask you, I'm going to open the console and I'm going to enter the code you provide me with in there.
Okay.
Can you please give me that?
Yeah.
Because
Just one second.
I am not, I don't like testing this way, but if you decide that this is the way you wish to test to confirm behavior, I'm fine with it.
I mean, this is. I mean, and also then we have to test from our widget because that's the important thing.
Yes, yes, I was hoping you would have a widget for me ready somewhere on the site.
I mean, I've got the widget set up on my local host with Google Tag Manager installed. So I would have thought it would have. I mean, that would have been a sensible thing to test because that is really the only thing of any importance for us.
Okay, so let's give it a go from here. What do I enter in the console?
Okay,
Can you give it to me in Skype, and I'll copy and
just one
paste it.
second.
And let's try that. If it works, I'm happy. Like try, give me some data that you get from your widget, and just copy it
Bingo.
over, right? And then we'll see. I generally the way testing is conducted, and I'm sure you know that, is you have some dev.chatwith.io, and that's where we will test.
I know,
Where
and if you want, we can test it on my local environment. If you want, that's
no, I would prefer that we just try as you requested, and
okay.
then since you have all the tools and instructions in this video plus access to all the resources aforementioned, you can easily check on your own end without me, because I want this video to be somewhat instructional. And then
I don't think seriously. I don't think this video. First of all, I don't think this video's. I mean, this video might be good for us, but I mean, what we need is a video showing exact the stages. First, you put in a variable. I mean, you've got to understand that we're dealing with people who really don't know a lot about Google Tag Manager. I
okay,
mean,
okay.
it's.
No,
I
I
mean,
thought
it's
you wanted this for your internal purposes, but if you
no,
want, I
no, no,
can
no.
produce a guide how to add the tags.
We
That's
don't
the
want
least
to. I mean,
our problem.
I repeat, we don't use
Hmm.
Google Tag Manager,
Okay,
as far as I know.
okay.
But I mean, in the last 2 days, there were two different people coming along saying, "Look, we can't get this to work with Google Tag Manager. Can you please show us how to do it?" And
Okay.
we've
Okay.
gone, "Oh, I don't know."
Okay. So uh, the way I know this is done is with just data layer dot push. I don't
Mhm.
know where people do window dot data layer push.
It should be attached to the window, but it's because the console is operating at the window level, the window should be irrelevant. But from our widget, the window would be important. You can probably remove the window part.
Well, let's try both of them, shall we?
Okay.
So let's try both and see how they fare.
Okay.
Okay, so the event chat with was triggered. Let's see if if the page sees it. So we're gonna first check the
Okay.
data layer.
Oh,
It's here. It's event chat with. Very nice.
sorry,
Okay,
I'm not seeing this. I'm seeing all I'm seeing at the moment is the chat with IO page.
I see. Wait, let me modify the share. Good point.
Okay,
It's
cool.
probably because I'm sharing a window and not an entire screen.
That's probably it.
Let's try like this.
Fantastic.
I wanted to focus the discussion, but okay. So let me switch back. So I have triggered this window data layer push as you requested,
Okay.
and this
Right.
results in showing a new event in the data layer, which is pretty
Okay.
straightforward, right?
Huh?
And as a result, we are waiting to see if the analytics will receive an event. We go here, we click on events, and here we go. We
And
have
here we
an
go.
event. Okay, let's see what's
Okay.
going on here. So event category is WhatsApp, event action is undefined, okay,
Okay,
and
that's
event label is Bob. Okay, so okay, so this is CW action, and I wrote CW underscore event underscore action first.
right. Sorry.
So
Sorry.
kindly
Sorry.
correct that. No. It's just that's why we test these things, because I recall giving it to you this way, and also I recall setting it up this way. So that's why
No, that's
my
good.
my code doesn't catch it. It's not
Okay.
like your or my fault. It's just we need to match up, and then it's gonna
Totally.
be simple. I'll send it to you in Skype so that you don't make a mistake in typing, spelling, whatever. I hate those, like, once character and everything breaks. It's just so annoying.
Right.
Okay, so we know that the first one works. Now, when you give me the second one, let's give it a shot with the second one as such. So I'm gonna do, oopsie, no,
In a
never mind.
second,
The
would be
second one
this.
will be like this, and then I'm gonna call it without the window, as we discussed, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
call it event chat with find WhatsApp try to, right? Just so we can see them both.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna go with this. Bam. Okay. We are gonna look at this. Okay, category filter obviously must be removed. Okay, WhatsApp try to chat with try to. Now we have an action. And we
Excellent. Good.
have the event label. So both levels are working, both window and data layer push. So
Okay.
in that regard, we have a working resolution, which means we are
Perfect.
good to go here.
Okay. Do you mind if I just quickly try it from my end?
Yes,
Um,
please. So
um,
so let me give you this I don't know how I can give you this plugin though. That's a problem. Were you
no,
able to install the
I,
GTM on your local with the instructions I
yep.
provided?
It's GTM JMP. I'll just confirm that. Just 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, JMP. Yeah, it's installed. And okay, I'm just going to try it on the widget now. Just 1 second. Let's restart it. Okay. Is the widget open? Okay, what's that? Okay, that should have sent something. It didn't produce any errors, and the function was definitely fired.
Okay. Let's see. Just a second. I need to switch to analytics. Okay. WhatsApp, event action chat with, and then event label is this long integer.
Yeah, that's the ID of the user. That's okay, cool, perfect.
Okay, that
Excellent.
means it's working.
Perfect.
Marvelous.
Good.
Now,
Good, good.
I'm gonna stop the recording now, so
Okay.
we can use this. I can provide you with this for later.